nice morning, peaceful, roosters in the back, with no rain tonight. But it was also not very warm tonight, because the clothes that we hang outside to dry didn't really dry. But this realized that the hammock can double as a clothing rack if we put cables on it. Happy birthday, Sulovato. I hope you have a great day. Mr. Bouncer, hello. Good morning, guys. Monica, thank you for the likes. This is the weather we have to deal with today. It's 6:55 a.m. 6:55 a.m. France, hello. This is pretty dark, pretty dense. Boy, hello. There are some over there also. But overall should stay dry here. Should stay dry. And I guess it will do. So that's trying to see what the best setting is. So I also need to be able to read the chat. I also want to give you guys the best possible view without me, and because I need glasses, I don't want to wear my glasses all the time. But there you are. A little bit shallow. The weather is perfect here. I love waking up in the mountains. Lots of people are doing a fire at the moment. Oh wait, that's actually close. We have one in the back. I don't know if you can see it. Somewhere here is making a fire. In the distance, a big circle around us. But this is not working because now it's thinking I'm putting up a finger every time. So yeah, it's early morning, 7 a.m. We're also live on YouTube. every minute there is watch time, right? Yeah, Bouncer is nice here, right? Yo, hello. It's a nice area. It's a nice climate. It's not too warm. In Da Nang it's continuously raining. Good morning, Gussie. So it's Zander, good morning. Where are you from, Mr. Bouncer? Jeff, good morning. That was the first coffee, guys. Nigeria. It's actually quite hard to get visas as a Nigerian, right? Set aside, not even thinking about the money, but getting visas from your country for other countries is not an easy task. I know some friends that did it, and they are. It took them a while to get it. It was not easy with all the rules and the regulations and proof that they need to return to the country and things like that. I think that's difficult. New Leslie, good morning. So first coffee done on the day, guys. So let me get us another coffee and some breakfast. Housekeeping is off. morning. Hey Tony, good morning. Sorry guys, I was just getting my breakfast. Nice and simple. Cornflakes with milk, or Choco Pops with milk. Enjoy your dinner. Macaroni is another meal that you can eat, and that you can find it almost everywhere, and you can make it to exactly how you want it. And you can find ingredients for macaroni anywhere in the world. Make it feel like home. Teresa, I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you doing today? Especially in countries where it's a little bit difficult, like India, to find Western food, if you can get macaroni. I like but macaroni with ham and eggs, like plain and simple. Well, there's a suggestion above you, Teresa. Macaroni with pork chips and noodles. From scratch, okay. Is that something you can do? You don't have pork chips, okay. What could be the choices you have? Anne-Marie, good morning. You guys are your pork's close enough, close enough. Just chop it up and you have the chips, right? Maybe with rice or noodles or bread, sausage of bread. Potato. Noodles sound nice, yeah. What do you guys drink with your dinner? Iced tea. I'm also more like Diet Coke. Yeah, also more like the Fresca. I don't know Fresca. Pepsi, yeah. Yeah, I normally I drink way too much Diet Coke. Coke Zero. Way too much. I rarely, I mean, here I diet grapefruit pop. Okay. Oh, I know. It was the first time here in a long time that I had a beer again. But back in Da Nang I always need to drive, or not need to, early bird drives a lot also actually. But they always, in Da Nang there was just plenty enough time where I just didn't have time to earn the money to buy it. Yeah, it's a big thing, right? 4th of July for you guys. I didn't see much celebrations online actually. Also, good morning. Yeah, I didn't see much online on TikTok actually on 4th of July. Not at all. Was there? Okay. Yeah, maybe because it's probably on my internet. So don't show. Guys. Shannon, good morning. All you guys go in YouTube video in the mountains. It's really helping. Really helping actually. And this is a week behind. TikTok is a week behind. So I know that a lot of you have done it in the last couple of days. So I can't wait to see next week's. It was nice, right? So every drive that we will do, we will stream live on YouTube and Twitch, but probably only YouTube for now. And then the rest we will stream on TikTok, same time. When I'm back in Da Nang, I have one. Oh, really annoying. Come back again tomorrow. And so every we do, we will because I found out that the GoPro can stream. The YouTube is now also streaming. You can on so you don't need the battery. And yeah, then every minute. Make the tablet in and can read. Yeah, yeah. I know it's a big question. No, we're doing it. We have the truck is downstairs. I think you have seen him, and we're now just waiting for the tax to be paid. So we already built a frame that comes on the back that forms the cabin. Two each other. So the, and we, so today we will probably get an indication if everything we will the tax once the tax is we police go to the city main. But yeah, we are really doing it. But it's not going easy. It's not a walk in the park. Not particularly difficult. It takes time. No, I'm not an engineer so much, but I do know how to do things. I built 2 caravans already, or 3 on the same car. And I'm doing that now here on a bigger scale on a truck. Hire welder to do welding myself, but I'm just not good enough. It took me forever, and then we hired a welder, and he does it very. So that is something we are going to do. So that's and then we are going to do where we are now. We are going to do on a regular basis, means every day going somewhere, or maybe we stay some 2-3 days outside somewhere. It's also possible. And then we drive to the next location. The idea is to travel all over Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, and Thailand. But for now, we're kind of stuck in the administrative process, and of course we had to break down, and I had to go to the Netherlands, so there's a lot of annoying delays, again and again and again. I really don't like it, but yeah, what can you do here? Currently working on the AC use AC and on the solar panel. How to get the solar panel, how to get enough solar panels without breaking the bank. At the moment we are looking into a 2,500 euro solar panel setup, and that's just too much for us now. Dylan, thank you so much for the heart me. So yeah, I hope we will. The thing is, I just need to find a cheaper solar, better AC with less wattage. I mean, if we just want to run, if we want to run it 24/7, it's difficult. If we just want to run it in daytime and a few hours at night, it becomes more feasible again. Good morning. Vietnam is great. I see you change your name a lot. Why do you? Why is it that you change your name so much? So solar panels is currently the best. Just 1 week AI solutions. I don't understand what you mean. It all adds up, especially the batteries are expensive and all the other hardware. The solar panels itself are like for €500 available, but then when you add the batteries it becomes expensive. So we also might just get a smaller battery system in the beginning and run the AC on daytime. Polar vortex, extreme weather conditions 24/7. So here it's here we are. Chico, Chiho, thank you for the follow. Scotty Dog. I guess in around noon today, in half a day time, we will probably know. And if we can get the tax paid today, if we get the tax paid today, then we need 2 to 3 days for the police. That means that hopefully Wednesday, Thursday we could leave here, and that means that we can go to Kontum. And then we will get hopefully we're going back to Da Nang in the weekend. So with a bit of luck we are back in Da Nang on Sunday latest. If it's going to work out like that, I don't know. Let's see. We take it day by day. We take it day by day. There is not much to do. We have a flash goal. Let's see what the flash goal is. 3 heartbeats. We will have 3 heartbeats. If you did not send in your heartbeat today, send in your heartbeat. All the shares. Now the lines are double. Hey Dave, good morning. Yeah, there is no actually in this. Having clouds bigly reduces the temperature. But on a solar panel day, these kleine clouds are also kind of impacting. Alicia, good morning. Guys, don't forget to send in your heart me. We need 3 heart me's. Verna, good morning. Good morning. Early birds, good morning. There is 1 heart me. We need 2 more heart me's. Let's see who we have in the chat who can send the heart me. Annemarie, Verna, Dylan, Joe, Anita, goedemorgen, nacht. That is a second heart me. One more heart me. Verna, can you also send in your daily heart? Thank you for the community fest and the 10 populars, early bird. The weather is absolutely fantastic, guys. It feels like rain. It says it should not rain. So, Verna, do you also have your heart me? Because then you are number 3 for the heart me. She already sent. Oh. Oh really? I thought somebody else also sent. Then who do we have in the team chat? That can do it. MCM, are you there? Or are you already sent? We already sent. I think Dylan, you did not send, and Joe, you did not send. Anita, I don't think you sent. Let's see who we can. Haven't seen Swan Lady for a while. Hope she's good. Yeah. Oh, you did. Sorry, Joe. I did not see that, but thank you. Pina, thank you for the rose. Oh. Clothes are now finally getting to dry. Okay, over overnight it was. I don't think it was really warm tonight because the clothes did not dry much. I was thinking. I think even the clothes inside the room we left half in, half out. I think the clothes inside the room actually dried more than the ones that were outside. Yeah, very AC is there. Yeah, AC is there. Absolutely. Also, welcome back. I think there are not many rooms in Vietnam. Hey, Bubsy, there's number 3. Thank you so much. There are not many rooms in Vietnam where you don't have AC. There's also hardly any. There's no price difference between. Yeah, there is a little bit between AC room and no AC room. That is in some countries, like in India, you have to pay good money extra for an AC room. Not a lot of rooms in India have AC, especially in rural areas. And even if you pay extra, often they don't do. If there's a power failure, they don't start the generator for you. Satu, good morning. I'm doing great. How are you, Brooksy? Also. Early bird, thank you for the fur and the rose. Early bird, early bird, early bird, early bird, early bird. Do you see this? Take a flight, Bubsy. What is stopping you from coming here? Half the world is coming here at the moment, half America. Am I tired? No, this is just my regular pace. Sorry, Satu. It's no, I'm not tired. I slept well actually, till 5 a.m. or so. It's 7:30 now. I already had my Choco Pops, like cornflakes basically, flaming goat lips. My cornflakes and my Choco Pops with milk, and had 2 coffee already. Going for my 3rd coffee. Casey, good morning. Here it's 3:32. Yes. You guys it's very early there. Breeze, good morning. Yeah, cloudy day. Very good day. And here's early bird, guys.
Kidding me?
Yes. Early bird is not ready clothes-wise to be on cam yet. that he's making coffee. I am such a lucky guy. Dave, there are, I think, 200 7-Elevens in Vietnam. But they're all in Saigon and there's one in Hanoi. Satu, it is raining everywhere. Da Nang, it is raining. Everywhere is raining. The entire world is raining. I don't know. I'm just happy that today we have a little bit dry. I'm happy that we had yesterday dry. Today I need to work, so what I will do later is I will put the desk in front of the door so you guys can look outside while I work and chit chat. That's what I do. Mushroom growing, okay. Well, that's nice, right? Mushrooms are nice. Actually, yesterday I should have pointed the camera on it, but yesterday when we were walking, there was also mushroom in the fields. Homesa? I don't know if that worked. Homesa. Louis 8. Too much water, okay. Thank you, darling. You just got my last coffee. No, it feels like rain, by the way, guys, but it shouldn't. Let's see. It is windy. Temperature is nice. Don't know what exactly the temperature is. Let me check. They say it's 26 degrees now, going up to 32 later today. But should stay dry. It should stay dry the entire week actually, even good morning until Saturday. But I hope that we are out here on Wednesday or Thursday. Air quality is 47, that's really good. Humidity is 80. Blueberries every year. Oh, that's nice. Xung Chao. Ah, that is nice. If you have the blueberries. Over here, blueberries are expensive. Same like strawberries. Strawberries are also very expensive in Vietnam. Milk is expensive. strawberries yogurt, yes, exactly, but they're quite expensive. At the moment, there's everywhere. There's banana, durian. I don't know if they grow. Do you grow the grapes here yourself or import?
Only one place near the south, but the grapes.
So these grapes are imported.
Yeah.
Yeah. So grapes are imported. Oranges, do you grow?
Yeah. Yeah.
The green oranges, they grow themselves. So funny to see green oranges.
I thought that green oranges is common on the world.
Yeah, in India it's also green. That's why I'm not surprised that they are green. But in Europe, all the oranges are orange.
Orange, the color orange alcohol, or is it
Right. But they're not called oranges, they're tangerines or something, right? Tangerine. That's the small one.
Small and green color and orange color.
Right. So yeah, that's available here. All the imported stuff is yeah, that is nice, Satu. That is goodish, healthy. That's why I would really like in the future to have some land, like maybe in 5 or 6 years, to have some land, a little house on it, and live from the land. That would be best. Ideally, we would have land big enough to also put the truck, of course, but also to remove the cabin from the truck, put it on the land as a home or extra home, extra room. But let's see how that goes. Verna, here's the coffee. Cheers to you. Ah, yes. Yeah. You cannot cover them with a net? For those who were there in the live stream in the Netherlands, the Dutch, with my Dutch garden is Dylan, yeah. I recognize that. I recognize that. Especially if you have like lettuce. Because I thought, little seed, what can come from it? So I planted like an entire row of lettuce. And then people said, no, you should just cut it and it will grow back. So I had too much. I gave everything away. But strawberries you can't get too much. I mean, there's so much you can do with strawberry. The strawberry is very easy to make. If you have like a plastic pipe, big plastic pipe, you cut it in half, make some holes at the bottom, put soil, and then you can hang it on your wall like a rain gutter, that's really easy. Midnight, Satu, I understand you must sleep. Good for you, Dylan. I like gardening. But the garden in the Netherlands, of course, I've not been there the last many years. So I'm really looking good how it's going. Like the grapes in the sitting area, tons of grapes are there, only from tree stems. So yeah, I would really like to have a place like that. But yeah, without a permanent residency here, that's not an option. Oh, nice. Nice. It is very expensive, Dylan. It's crazy expensive. What you can also do over here, you have these water bottles, these 5 or 20 liter big water bottles, and those you also have in 7 liter. What you can also do is you can cut out gaps or squares in the sides and use that as plant, or you just chop it in half like a bucket. But the plastic pipe, you know, the gray PVC pipe that people use for drainage systems and all. If you cut that in half, and then the hooks are also, you know, the hooks are made to put them on the wall like this. You have also those hanging hooks. Very affordable, and if you don't like the color gray, you take a spray paint, and it's a different color, right? And you can easily hang them multiple on top of each other, and the strawberry will actually hang on the side. So it makes everything, it makes watering easy, it's really amazing. And very, very affordable. Because yeah, if you make wood, and it's nice to look also, nice to look. Yeah, more than enough rooms, yeah. Absolutely, more than enough. Because they grow horizontal, you know. The thing is, plants grow roots deep to go find water, that is one, and two, to make sure they don't move if it's windy. So if they are protected in a place like that and they have water, that's fine. Good morning, Tanvir. Yeah, let us know how it goes, Dylan. I'm curious. And you can, you know, an empty bucket, a clean paint bucket, or even a big oil bottle that you like a plastic oil bottle hook. You can also use that. The advantage is that you can move them where the sun is quite easily, right? And move them outside the sun so they don't dry up. If you have the PVC, you can do it on working on eye level, so you can don't and it's see where it's hanging. You leave them and it doesn't freeze that hard, but if it freezes a little bit, that's also okay. Yeah, Dylan. Well, you can greatly so I will answer the dengue soon. Those big water bottles, you can actually cut something out and then put the top back over. So wait a minute, I'm going to this please. Yeah, and you can put the lid back on, and then you have like a mini greenhouse. And then you can grow significantly longer. Like Jonathan, I guess so, I don't know. Could be. It's not widely spread or anything like that. I certainly haven't taken any shots or anything like that. Yeah, you can take. Yeah, exactly, Marie, that's also possible, yeah. Yeah, Earlybird is going to get coffee and water, I think, to the shop. Yeah, it's basil also grows everywhere, and there are many plants that grow very mint tea. Mint grows like just put it somewhere and it will grow. I had a 50 by 50 centimeter bucket or a plant pot full with mint. Every day, fresh mint. Every day. And then in India, banana tree. You can chop a banana tree completely off and it will just grow back. And it has something. So I would really like to have land, a fish pond. I saw the dream home in Thailand. That lady had one big house in the back of her terrain. She had a huge fish pond, maybe 20 meters or something. And on the other side she had all kinds of vegetables, eatable plants, be it apples, coconut, but also strawberry, lettuce, tomato, potato, and God knows what else was in the ground there. And in the front of her terrain, Matt, good morning, she had two outhouses which she rented out on Airbnb. That was really cool. And then she had in the back, she had chickens, she had pigs. So all your green waste, what you have, she gave to the pigs. And then at the end of the year, after the summer season, when all the green stuff was taken from the land, the pigs were starting as piglets and were then very big. And she had somebody come to clean the pig. All the meat she froze into her freezer, and now she had a year long. She could sustain herself of those two pigs for a year long. A little bit of eggs by Chi, hello, good morning. Eggs from the chicken. She had some chickens to raise for the meat, and fish. So she was set. And she had a very low cost of living. It was her full-time job, because in the sense of, it's not like you can sit in the garden all day enjoying a cocktail, enjoying the sun, and then in the evening go to your fridge and eat. It was constant work, constantly planting, removing the weed, watering the garden. So it was a full-time job basically, so to speak. But yeah, for me it sounds like a dream life. I would love to do that. Give it another 5 or 10 years. I mean, now first I need to get back on my feet. I need to wait what surprise is coming from the creator. If there's anything that they think that I'm liable for, that's going to be over my head in the next 6 months. And the rest I just need to continue growing. The thing is, if I wouldn't have any debts to pay, because I got some personal debts, nothing big, but still that need to pay for the next 2-3 years. If I wouldn't have any debt to pay and I wouldn't have anything to worry about, I would probably try to rent a place like this and and grow old like that on land, not having to worry about work or assignments or anything like that. Just me and in the nature. But I don't need much. I don't need a lot, you know. Anything simple will do. Yeah. So in the car that we're now building with AC that I'm worried about now, one of the other options is that we buy a generator, a silent generator, but they're like 1/3 of the cost that it will cost for the entire system. And that will be enough for us to have for us to have the AC running. So that's also an option. Just buy a diesel generator, small diesel generator that can produce 2000 watts for the AC. That's also an option that we have. But let's see. Though that life is amazing. I would love living that life. So whenever people are talking about gardens and all, like you, that you just had your garden done. And also it's nice to see you put the effort in there for a few months a year. In this weather you can grow it any time, right? You just have to get your correct seeds and it will grow. I mean, the rice fields here, I think they are on the second or third harvest already that they put in the ground, because they have the fields that we saw yesterday, they were all fresh and new. That's nice, yeah. Tomatoes, pepper, mint, strawberries can grow in small pots. Yeah, those are the things that you can put in small pots. And it's nice also. And then beans. You can grow your own beans. And the beans are also quite easy to make. If you get the brown beans, just put them in on some cotton, wet the cotton, put a tissue over it, wait for a week or two, and then you can put that stuff in the ground. Angelique, het gaat goed met mij en met jou. It's nice to have your own food, to produce your own food. Hurleyburg was also doing that, and I even did think about getting some in the truck to do that, but it's logistically complex with the banging around and making sure the dirt will stay inside. It's difficult. You have a lot of snow here. 8 feet of snow. 3 feet in meter and a half. Wow. That's too. Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot. And the early bird is back. Yeah, there's nothing you can do against cold. And in cold, nothing will grow also. But if you, to boost up the temperature, also for Dylan, what you can do, you can put 4 spikes in a pot, and then this plastic wrapping you use for food. You can put that around your those 4 spikes, like a greenhouse. It lets the sun. If there's a slight bit of sun, the temperature inside the pot increases like anything. And then the pot itself, some hay or some plastic bubble wrap things. Thank you. The view is great. Yeah. Did you buy sushis?
No.
Okay.
Why? Why sisters?
What?
Why? You didn't bring.
No, I forgot.
But not me.
And yeah, things like that. My hand itches to do that, But first we need to work on the car to get it on the road. Yeah, these are the mountains. Yesterday on the other side we walked into the mountains. Yeah. After coffee I will stop working. We walked into the mountains until we had no more reception with the network, and then we walked back. Today, maybe in the evening, we're going to do some walking. For now, we're going to do talking. And no, it's 8 a.m. and I'm just still trying to wake up, and my head is a little bit sore on the sunburn. I'm gonna put my table in front of the door, so I can work here while talking to you guys and giving you guys a nice view.
I feel it's hotter now.
It is getting warmer, yes. It's definitely getting warmer. Herd truck? I don't know what herd truck means. What time will you call the tax lady?
I'll text. Okay, I remember.
Yeah, no, but what time?
Don't ask me what time.
I want to know.
No, I don't want to tell you.
Why not?
I will.
I know you will, but I'm just asking when.
I will do it when I will tell you when I do it, okay?
No answer. Hey Novi, good morning. Oh, you just heard truck. Yeah, we are building a truck into a camper van. Thank you. But for that we need to pay tax, and early bird needs to call the tax agent, and then she will let us know whether tax paying today is possible or not.
I know today Monday I have to do it, but I didn't just wake up and...
I'm not saying you forgot, baby. I just want to know what time.
No, I know what.
And if the tax is able to pay today, then we have a chance of leaving here on Wednesday or Thursday. And if it's not done today, then leaving here before the weekend becomes a challenge. So in the worst case scenario, we are here for another weekend. Let's see. And if we are here another weekend, then maybe we will take the bus to another city on Friday and spend 2 days at the beach, and then come back on Sunday evening or Monday morning. But let's see how that turns out. Let's hope hope we can do it this week. I'm doing good things for us. Let's hope that that it can be done. And yeah, more than that we cannot do. But it's not cool to have these delays. It's time, it costs money here on the hotel. Money that we can spend in the car. Good morning, Whiskey. Kisha, thank you for the follow. Williams, I'm doing good, thank you so much. Teresa, thank you with the heart me. Williams, I am from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. What about you? From Africa for the light. The like actually. Casey, welcome. 0 followers and 1 following. I'm hoping that would be me. So you can always follow me. Nomad, good morning. Daisy, good morning. How are you guys? Gail, good morning. Thank you for the heart me. I just remember that. Oh, I did set up the goal. Thank you for the heart me. Oh, 1 gift is unavailable. Hey, the coffee is gone. Thank you for the heart me. Yeah, the coffee is gone. Hey TikTok, what's this? Coffee is my life. Rami is also gone. Thank you KC for the fur and the coffee drip. I was able to reset the goals. It's such comfortable weather today here, guys. It's really it clears up now. We had big dark clouds earlier. Now it's getting better. Which is hello, John. Time in the Netherlands, 3:30. I'm doing good, John. What about you? from Amsterdam. Nomad, welcome back. Good. Where are you living again? I forgot. You're also living somewhere else, right? Well, obviously everybody is living somewhere else, but Taiwan, yes, that was it. Have you been to Vietnam? Have you? I mean, can you compare Taiwan to Vietnam? Michelle, good morning, good night, afternoon, evening. Probably evening will be good, but and how is the comparison to Vietnam and Taiwan? Charlie? Sylvia, good morning. Thank you for your party also. Is same coffee? Different? Less good, yeah. What's the different one?
Not good?
Different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good?
I like it less. Was your one finished?
Yeah. You don't like it?
Half, yeah. Has a taste to it. It's not pure coffee.
Tasteless.
Huh?
Tasteless.
Tasteless? No, it has no. It has a taste to it, but I don't know which one, what type of taste. Is there like added something? No? Are you doing half a stick? Then next time, next time half stick again, and then full stick. Or maybe give the half. Let's see. No, don't worry. We will wait. We will wait. I'm doing good.
This is not hot anymore.
No, that's right. The next one we will do full stick. Thank you, girlitas. Oh, really? What changed? Sounds like a relationship breakup. But that's just me judging. Government policy, okay. Thank you for the answer, Carlitos. Yeah, I'm not really into co-hosting normally, but it's okay. Let's go for it. If you do the talking, I'm bad at communications. I've invited you now. Do you want to go co-host or as a guest? Hello. Hey, good morning. Right. Hmm. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Ah. Right. Yeah. Right. Well, how many people are there now then? Right. 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 Is it also maybe a long-term government policy where they just try to reduce the population, so at some point they can say, listen, we can't sustain on our own anymore, we need to go back to China?
Yeah, I think no. Let's say if government or as a politician they have this kind of a single policy, then I will regret to call it conspiracy
Right.
theory. Okay. So because in Taiwan we actually need younger generations.
Right.
But we all know that the development of the country depends on this sustainable, let's say, population growth.
Right.
Unfortunately, in Taiwan, I don't see this kind of policy.
Right.
Yeah, maybe they start just kind of maybe I should say like that. We have to say okay, so in Taiwan, scamming is a big problem.
Right.
It's a big problem. Okay, lots of scammers. This is something I don't want to touch, but I think that's something very important to tell.
Right.
Because it's going again, even though we have a reputation for technology island,
Right.
what Taiwan is technology island.
Yeah.
Technology is scamming like everything.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Right.
Like even though we see those kind of things, like technology, manufacturing, supply chain, all that.
Yeah.
That can become after, let's say after 5 years or maybe 10 years in the future.
Right.
Why we are currently suffering from the lack of power. So you have a big problem getting retired or getting present into their lifestyle.
Right. Right.
Government they have a strong ideology to not using nuclear power.
Right.
So what they do instead is actually turning off open coal, so they burn off coal to generate tons of power and heat combined.
Yeah.
So like see some videos from my profile, see I do some part of the view that I see in the city, a big city right next to the place I live.
Yeah.
There's lots of fine particles floating in the air.
Yeah.
And
Are you
it
not
just
are you not afraid? I mean, you speak openly against your country, basically. Are you not afraid for that? Are you not afraid for your compulsion?
it's probably a problem because Taiwan, we live in a democracy type of
Yeah.
government. So we have freedom of speech, so express ourselves.
Right.
Right now, I would say even though we have freedom of speech, but more important is to make people hear this outside of Taiwan.
Yeah.
So democracy is inside, but being heard by people that's something you have to do outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
What will make more meaningful is in Taiwan is definitely is going to be a issue of AI infrastructure, all that kind of thing. Yeah, yeah, that's probably an issue. But also you have to be clear of the problem. The problem is government. So the government needs I can say that.
But how is the balance between male and female? Is that a little bit population?
Generations they don't want to get married together.
Right. Right.
And I think it almost has I see the same resources of many kinds of like let's say opportunities and when they see those resources they can access those resources.
Right.
They should get that.
Right. Oh, I was trying to get my volume up. Sorry. I understand. Yeah. But it's like, is there enough male-female combinations, or is one overpopulated? Um, yeah. Yeah, I mean the Dutch were the first. Even Thailand has recognized it. Um, but yeah, it's good that that happens for sure. That's not helping the childbirth rate, I can tell you that, of course. No, yeah, being able to be yourself for everybody, that makes a difference, of course. Hmm.
So let's say those scammers they speak English or speak any other language, they are probably not from Taiwan. But so yeah, so no, so just basically, yes, they bring the
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. No, no, in India, there are entire call centers. People are being trained on accent to sound local in all languages all over the world. It's a big, big issue. Well, in India, it's a complete business running billions, scamming people. Hmm. It's um, thousands and thousands and thousands of people, hundreds and thousands of people working in that line of business. Actually, people are just getting hired to scam people. And it's mostly people that have family debts or are in a tough financial situation that are walking in those call centers. Yeah. Right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Right. No, yeah. They are trying to. They're very specific targeting older people, and then they get them to speak the local accent in whatever state or village is there. And no, that's complete. And if they do German, Spanish, But you can always, as soon as they get a little bit agitated or angry, if you push them a little bit, they instantly revert back to the Indian accent because they're acting, you know. And as soon as you get angry, your emotion starts to become real. Now you can hear that they're Indian again.
Yes, exactly. It's not like say if I'm being calm or being more confident, I can kind of like doing such as like a little bit of tongue impression, but then English is not my personal language, where I can do Arnold Schwarzenegger impression a little bit, right?
Yeah.
More or less. Things like that.
You can focus more on the scam or the acting because basically they're actors,
Yes.
voice actors. Yeah. But now with AI, that's a whole new ball game.
The interesting part is the AI so, okay, yeah, to say this. Right, so AI can actually do the same thing that you mentioned that you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's actually behind this AI.
Jim, he's also a viewer, is a friend of mine in Da Nang. He's Dutch. He has spent with 11 labs. He paid for 11 labs. He has cloned his voice with hours and hours of training by talking to it. That AI now has learned his voice, and now he can just write a text message, or he has ChatGTP writing text, and that voice sounds exactly like him, one to one. I cannot, the pauses in his voice, raising, lowering the voice, anything, just like him.
And guess what? That kind of technology is actually available online. So let's say
Yeah.
in chat, okay, so in this chat, if you want to, if anyone of you has a background like science or IT or engineering,
Yeah, of course.
background, you probably understand what I'm talking about. So on GitHub, it's a version controlling system,
Mhm.
and it's all built online. Okay, so you just go Google voice clone
Yeah.
with GitHub, and you'll definitely find the repository. Yes, we call it repository. The GitHub repository is talking about this. So that kind of things I actually downloaded, and it requires several, let's say, certain amount of GPU, so not GPU, certain amount of CUDA, which is the things that are using the NVIDIA GPU to get things in good quality.
Mhm.
And that's exactly what people are doing. So like those before I started doing my TikTok or working on my TikTok profile, I had a little bit concern about it. But after a couple times of filming myself, which is really so I immediately
Mm.
so that means this voice is mine. So if someone steal mine, I can actually sue them.
Mm. You cannot.
Yeah, probably I can.
Because your own contract or rules, copyright, etc., doesn't trump the terms and conditions of TikTok. And basically, TikTok says everything you post online, anybody can use.
Yeah.
CapCut now even goes as far as everything you have on your phone. Before it was everything you posted, they can see, they can screen. Then it became everything you have in your drafts. And now CapCut can actually go over your entire gallery to train their AI with. And CapCut now, the latest rules from CapCut, as I understand it, anything you have on your phone that CapCut has access to is theirs. They can reuse it, they can adjust it, they can resell it. They do not get a dime of it. So they own your content the moment you have CapCut. So, you know, that's the rules that are there. And at some point I just, for me, I just decide like, okay, it is what it is, you know. I'd rather fight possible abuse than be mad and crazy about protecting it. Same like my passport. Everybody says, oh, you shouldn't give your passport to hotels, they scam you. I've been traveling 10 years on my old passport. It's been sent to any dodgy hotel in India and all over the world. And so far it's not been abused. And when it does, it's easy to prove that I was not there. So, you know, I'm not too worried about these things.
And sometimes, that's one thing I really like about GDPR in our EU country. Because let's say GDPR. So GDPR, well, I don't know if GDPR can accurately enforce to another country. Because I know.
No, they can't. GDPR is for the countries based in those countries that do GDPR, that they have to sustain that. But even then, I mean, there might be GDPR, right? But when you sign a contract with an app that they are allowed to use your data to train their AI, or that they are allowed to sell your data, and you sign the contract by using the app, accepting the terms and conditions, the only thing GDPR does is, for that company, they need to protect your privacy. So I work with GDPR, I have personal data, I need to do efforts to protect the data that I have. But if I agree with the people that the data, that I'm going to resell it, nothing they can stop about it. So GDPR is mostly to protect the collection of data that is not in the contract. So you have it says that you need to do your best ability, your best efforts to protect the data. It says you need to protect the data. It doesn't say how. It doesn't say you need to have it's encrypted on a database, or no. It just says you need to protect it, and the level of protection, it's up to you. And it says you need to be announcing what you collect and how you use it, line by line, word by word. But if somewhere in the contract, if I make an app and I say, hey, I'm going to sell your data to everybody in the world and I will get €1, nothing you can do about it if you sign it. So the thing is, GDPR is there to protect the client's data once it is installed on a server, but servers get hacked all the time. I much rather see a law in place where if you need to use the data, you have to do certain measurements. I'd rather see that if somebody wants to enter my passport data in the system to buy a new internet subscription, I'd rather see that company has to take extra measurements to see that my passport is not stolen, abused, etc. Instead of enforcing to protect them, because it will be hacked at some point. Everybody is going to be hacked at some point. And you have to spend good money about protecting data, where it would make more sense. But I mean, banks are getting hacked, the biggest companies are getting hacked. So it's easier to work on something that is protecting the use rather than protecting the storage. It should be, the world would spend a lot less money on IT if we could just upload. I should be able to put my passport and my driver license in front of the camera, knowing that when whoever is going to use it, that's when it's going to get checked, right? But instead we need to go to big lengths to protect that data. I think it's cheaper to protect the use than to protect the storage. But that's only me, you know.
The thing yeah, I think maybe the topic I'm talking about is not getting people to be just maybe I really learned a lot from you about GDPR and how to use those data really.
Hmm.
And I don't think we should continue this topic.
I think people are. We have still 30 people, so nobody left. I think in general people are interested in life and how things are. But it's okay. It was good to speak to you. Yeah, for a lot of people. I mean, there's currently some creators in Vietnam that pretend to be the real life in Da Nang. Hello, Yvette. They are, but they're kind of intrusive. This morning I saw him walking up to a wedding photography. Clearly the lady was definitely not amused of him being there. So I hope that blows over because he's not doing the expats a good story. It's immensely popular, but I'm getting a lot of feedback from locals that although they laugh in his face, they're really getting annoyed by it. So I hope that blows over pretty quickly because Da Nang is a nice place to live in if you know what you're doing. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, Da Nang is great if you are able to. I mean, everybody in Da Nang now, and Yvette wants to be here now, but everybody in Da Nang is singing Hallelujah. But they all can wait for rain season, and then we'll talk again. Because rain season is brutally harsh and Da Nang vibe changes in rain season. If you then don't have a social life with family, living inside your own home, that's when Da Nang becomes really isolated. But if you live in Da Nang Center now, in Da Nang Center you will find so the An area, the expat area. You'll find all your bars, restaurants, everything, but that's getting very expensive. So at the moment, a lot of the people that are living there for a longer time, they are leaving the center now, going to places where I live. Except that area is very remote, and driving 50 minutes on your scooter in the sun is amazing, but driving 50 minutes in the rain with the wind and the storm just to get to a restaurant is not fun. So I'm just waiting for them to realize that if they want to talk about the real Vietnam, they should stay in the winter time also.
So basically, winter time is the rain season.
Yeah, it starts in, well, it rained now again, it was raining today in Da Nang. We have great weather here. Now Trang is I just learned just now because I'm talking to you that this video, the thank you screen has sound. But Yvette in the trunk, it is also, I think it's also raining today. Okay, I will off our chat. Thank you for being here. I will continue as a monologue again. I will. Yeah, it was fun. I don't do this often, as you know, but I thought let's do it, and I will start now shifting my desk so everybody can see it while I can work. But thank you, and yeah, hope to do this again.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Okay, take care, mate. Okay, same. Bye bye. Okay, guys, that was Nomad Compass living in Taiwan. Follow him if you do it. So you're separated from your GF, Yvette. That is sad. No wonder you want to be there. Has nothing to do with work, but everything. One moment, yes? Uh-huh. Okay. And she does not say when they expect it. Can you ask her if it's possible that the director signs it on paper so we can move? It's literally a check or a proof of a funds that we are having to give them. If we were local it was different, but sitting in a hotel waiting for a signature sucks. Novi, the locals are not happy, no. The locals not working in the tourist industry are not happy. I think that is how it should be written. Because the locals that are working in the tourist industry, or the locals that are renting out the homes, or the locals that are owning the hotels, those are the ones raising the prices. So it's a little bit dual. Your friend is on holiday in Vietnam for 1 month. You will head to Japan. Ah, okay, I understand you then. Do I see Vietnam becoming Thailand, and how soon? I see Vietnam becoming Thailand in terms of, I see Da Nang becoming Pattaya. Not as extreme, but when you walk in Mian evening time as a boy alone on the boulevard, there are already ladies asking you for a good time. Not many, but that will increase, of course. And I think within 2 years, if this keeps up, within 2 years, there's a lot of experts looking at the videos now, especially what's happening in America. So there's a lot of people watching online, and they all think that Da Nang is heaven on earth. So they will come, even if a small amount of people want to come, they come. So I think Da Nang will be going towards being overcrowded beaches and things like that. Yeah, soon, within 2 years. Yvette, thank you for the follow. I think that is happening pretty soon. But let's not forget one thing. I understand that the locals who used to be able to live next to the ocean, started renting their home on a Airbnb or even selling their home for a lot of money, or they have hotels, and they are the ones increasing the prices. That means that the people from the city side can't live next to the beach anymore. But realistically speaking, they already couldn't, because if they could, they would. Food prices are mostly rising in An Thang area, the tourist area. Mostly the Western food prices are rising. Local food prices are double or triple, but that is the difference between $1 or $3. But for locals, that's a lot. But the local would not eat at An Thang area anyway. Not many locals will eat at An Thang area. Now, I'm not saying that it's not bad for the locals, but I'm just saying that most locals are not impacted by the higher prices, except that An Thang area will be an area less and less where they can live. The area where Early Bird and myself are living, in the FPT University area, there the prices are a little bit higher already. Those are new buildings. That is a possible area when all the expats are going there. That is a possible area where locals would be able to live and soon can't because of all the expats. So the FPT University area, it's 4 minutes from the beach. There's already a beach bar aimed at foreigners, or the owner has a beach bar for foreigners, so he knows how to do that. And and it's only 50 minutes from An Thang area, and there are already a few restaurants. So I think that area is the area where we are living in. That could be seen as where locals could have lived, but soon cannot because all the expats are living there. Then again, there are huge towers being built and huge places being built. So that is one. Da Nang wants to have 35,000 rooms between Da Nang and Hoi An. New rooms. That means at least 70,000 staff, because hotel usually runs one guest or one room, two staff. So that is about 60-70,000 visitors, 70,000 staff, and those staff have to come from somewhere and have to live somewhere. The Nang area does not have 70,000 unemployed employees who can work in the hotel industry, so they will have to come from different parts of Vietnam, and that's what happened in Bangkok when the tourism started to attract a lot more people. People from Northeast Thailand went to Bangkok to live and earn money. That is, they do send back money a lot to their family. So indirectly or directly, that gain in the growth in tourism in Bangkok area has directly added funds and money into Buriram and Isan. I think the same will happen in Da Nang. I don't think Da Nang will be a pleasant place anymore in 2 or 3 years, just to be overcrowded. Now already at 5 p.m. you can see how busy the beaches are. If you look at 4 a.m. how busy the beaches are, and 5 a.m. It just can't sustain a lot more tourism. The tourism can be done in daytime on the beach, but this is all summertime, and if an expert lives there, they also have to be there in the winter. If you now look at the An Thang area and the bars, in summertime the bars are already overcrowded. So, but you can't make more bar because the bar street is quite small. So, in the end, I don't think An Thang has a long life. in the end, I'm thinking of Sontra, where it's currently nothing built yet, or not much built yet, and Mikkei. I think there is a lot more opportunity to restart bar areas and life. Jomila, good morning, good morning. Novi is very sad, but it's growth. It's also something you cannot say. I mean, you can say that the locals shouldn't raise their prices, right? But that will have a direct effect at even more tourism and lower quality. But yeah, in the end, places like where we are now. This is a beautiful area. If you build a silent retreat here or a farm stay, you will get people. I mean, yesterday we were walking near the area, or even that home where we walk, where the people were fishing at the fish pond. If that person starts to a silence retreat or farm stay retreat, it's going to be a success. If you need a few people, that would be great, you know. If that person makes 5 or 6 rooms, I'm sure it will come. Always a handful of people looking for something different and very remote. It just needs to promote it properly. And then when you have one tourist, you get the tourist money, then everything increases. I mean, for the amount that guy has to invest to make 5 rooms in a farm stay, it doesn't have to be 5-star rooms, because we are talking about people that are looking for themselves in an area of peace and quiet serenity. So if that person asks a small fee for very simple rooms, he will get it, guaranteed. So there's lots of opportunities for a lot of people also. But I don't think food prices are going up, it's more the housing prices at the moment. And of course travel. And traffic is going to be more a nightmare, because all expats get a scooter. Yvonne, good morning. All expats have a scooter, you know. So they too are heading to the road. They're going to take up hospital beds, so medical care is going to be more costly, because the hospitals are taking care of expats. On the other hand, not many locals will go to Finmec, which is the private hospital in Da Nang. They will go to 199 hospital, which is a government hospital. But Finmec and doctors from 9 hospital are recruited to work at Finmed. So I see it's on a wide range of growth. It's not just the hotel prices, it's everything. But it's also in Stockholm. At this moment already 25% of Da Nang is based on tourism, and that number is growing rapidly. So the big issue will be, if we have another global thing, then the Nang area is going to be impacted significantly. Or if something global starts like a war and all. I don't think you can stop it. And the world kind of needs more locations like Da Nang. Because Bangkok, Amsterdam, Paris, London, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Delhi, Mumbai, Hong Kong, these cities are full, so people need to go somewhere. the market is always right. You know, the expats that are living in Da Nang for a long time, they see, oh, this used to be 10, it's now 300. But there's plenty of people that are coming from what used to be 10 is now 30. There's plenty of people that are having 80 or 90 at their home in their home country. So 30 for them is a breeze. So that's wow, you know. But they're coming there because somebody said it was 10 or 20, and then they are faced with 30. They still do it, and that's the issue. What's happening now? There are so many influencers that say, "Oh, it's super cheap here." But by the time they have posted the video, it's already increased in price, and that's a little bit of an issue now. You fly to Hanoi on 18 July. That is 5 days before my birthday. I hope you have a good time, and do show us Hanoi also. I've not been there, so that's. But I understand the locals. And it's people like some of the current influencers that are there now, who are very intrusive, thinking like they are very welcome and very intrusive is the right word. Like they are the man and big words about anything. But I got some words also today about the girl with he went up to a girl that was a wedding shoot, and she was really, you saw on her face the thunder, like, dude, you're disturbing my day. No, probably, but there will be a new town. Like, you know, there are so many places where there are that are unexplored now. Like, I've not heard anybody about the Khe Noi where we are going maybe this weekend. I don't know if there's tourism, I don't know how busy it is, etc., etc. I don't hear anybody about it. And all Vietnam has to do is make an international airport in a new city, near a new city with beach, and it's solved. You know, it's this simple. If they have a local beach somewhere and they put down a new international airport, 5 years later that whole region is booming. Because people need to flow somewhere away from Da Nang. Because Da Nang is losing its charm in a rapid method, very, very fast. And Da Nang is so small. You know, this morning I saw one of the influencers live on one side of the beach, and the other one was standing literally 200 meters, 300 meters further. For me as a streamer, that's also not fun anymore. I don't want to stream next to another streamer, unless like with Jay we did because we met, and but I don't want to. I want to be unique, I want to be me, I want to be sharing knowledge, and not only bragging about not paying and how cheap the girls are. So yeah, I hope that ends soon, because I don't like it when people take disrespect for locals. Yeah, I know him, and that's the one I'm talking about. Basically what he says, he maxed out his credit cards, he bought a phone on credit, and then left the country. And he's not planning on paying anything back. He's also saying that his phone bill is $6. Your phone bill is not $6. Streaming cannot be done on a bill for $6, or maybe $6 a day, but definitely, and that would be stupidly expensive. Basically, he's saying he's got a subscription of 150,000 Vietnamese dong, but you cannot stream so long 150,000 Vietnamese dong. And he was sharing how he got hit up by a number, and he's constantly about talking about girls and hitting them up. Just disrespectful. I don't like it. The streaming meeting, I know the two guys. I was part of the first communication in the group. I decided to bail out. So I'm not part of the, I'm in the group, I'm in the WhatsApp group. And the two guys that running it, they are great. They are real entrepreneurs, and they're the smart ones. You know, they are helping other people to grow, and they're the smart ones. They charge a fee per year to a course that I think will actually help you, definitely. So they have the knowledge. But then sit on a Saturday and say, hey, this week we are going to talk about the 100,000 Vietnamese dong challenge. What can you buy with 100,000 Vietnamese dong? And they're all doing the same. It works. I've seen that happening in Bangkok also, in Thailand. In the beginning, all the streamers did the same. They talked about international driver license, they had all the same subjects. Some of them are also continuously going live, but I don't appreciate the rudeness much, and the intrusiveness, and drinking on stream with kids. I don't think that is a good example that you should be setting. It's also putting a bad name on the Americans, because I know not all Americans are like that. But he's clearly kicking it off. He has a lot of American supporters. If it's sustainable, let's see. He's growing like anything. I think he's already at 20,000 or 16,000 people. So in a way of growth and getting paid by TikTok on views, because he's an American account, so he's monetized. I hope for him now, because he has more than 10,000 followers. So that's for him. It's good, right? I mean, good for him. He's doing great. He's 16,000 followers now. I wish him the best. It's great that he's able to do what he's doing. It's just not my style. That's and the videos that he's made are a little bit hard. He's made one with 1 million views already, almost. And yeah, if you're monetized and you are having 1 million views, you get a couple of thousand dollar, at least $1,000. I don't know what his monetization will be, but he's getting a lot of money from the monetization, and that will boost his income. I don't know how smart it is to brag that you have left the US and not paying your credit cards, and you're not planning on paying them. I don't know how smart that is. I know one other one also. He also created a forum in, and he's now banned. Outside the country to do a visa run, and he's now banned from the country. Don't mess around. Fuck around, find out mentality. That's what Vietnam has. But yeah, I mean, clearly, if you are how you can do, it's not just about the growth, it's also maintaining the people. On the other hand, it can also be a strategy to every day get 1,000 new followers, and then 1,000 on the other side choose to ignore you, don't follow your stream anymore. But you still get 1,000 new followers, your account gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it's a good way to get brand deals now. And if you get brand deals, his tone can also, he can be really rough now and all, get a big account, and then suddenly change his tone, and yeah, then he has a big account and a good tone, and he's going like that. That's also a strategy. Let's see what the future brings. But he's doing good. He's growing in his own way. Free-located travel guy. Yeah, I met him, Jay. We streamed together. He's also rough around the edges. He's a good guy. He travels a lot. He's genuine. He gives a lot for his streamers. He does a lot of effort in his streams. He's walking. He's talking. So he shows a lot of stuff. Not as rough. He tries to keep it respectful, and yeah, he's a good guy. Was he rude to you? Free-located was rude to you, yeah? Yeah, he's like I said, he's rough around the edges. I think he's a good guy, but rough around the edges. Mood-based also. Mood-based. Learning. Then, and I do know that TikTok rewards people in growth that are rough around the edges. Yeah. That new guy we just talked about it. I'm not a fan, but that's my personal opinion. I appreciate that he's growing and doing great in his own way. But if you talk about copy, what Melissa just said, he says he's showing the real Da Nang, the real Vietnam. He's showing the tourist area. He says he's living on $1,000 a month or less. That's not true. Or maybe it's true, but that is maybe his income, but he's getting from TikTok income also, because you cannot drink every night on the beach if you're just having $1,000. He also says that he is spending, I saw it this morning, that he's spending $6 on his phone bill per month. Impossible. That's 150,000 Vietnamese dong. You cannot stream. Maybe it's his phone bill, but it's definitely not his internet connectivity per month, because you cannot stream. Streaming is about 20 GB per day. You cannot stream on $6 per month. And this morning he walked up to a wedding shoot, pre-wedding shoot maybe, and you could see the thunder on the lady's face when he came up with the camera and his presence. Very intrusive, and she didn't like it, and he didn't back down. And her husband, or future husband, that I don't know, he kind of like interacted with him, like tough and rough and laughing, but that definitely had a conversation going at the end of the day, for sure, between them. And I don't like lying to people. You can live off $1,000 per month, that's highly possible, but then you cannot drink every night at the beach side. Drinking on stream, I already don't like. I don't know, it has a bad vibe. but he's growing like anything. He grow his count in 2 weeks, I think, from 2 or 3,000 to now 16,000. So in 2 weeks he came from nothing to becoming bigger than I'm daily, which is fine for me. I'm no competition with anybody. I mean, there are people that are bigger. I don't like it, but that's my personal opinion. And I'm not part on that WhatsApp community. Like I said, the two people running the community there, they are doing a great job. They are, especially the one guy, he's doing YouTube for a long time already. He has a lot of knowledge. They are building a community to sell their own knowledge, which is only admirable because they are literally, they're selling their own knowledge to people, which is good, which is a smart thing to do, which I'm jealous of. I wish I could do something like that. And that resulted in 20, 25 new streamers or influencers in the land. Matt, have a good day to you too. Good night, sweet dreams. But yeah, Melissa, it's just my opinion, right? 16,000 people enjoy watching him. It gives me my bad vibe, so I don't like that kind of style. In the beginning, I thought he's a little bit like Chris. Chris is also very open and hey, how are you, bro? And very friendly. But I now know there's no comparison between the two. Chris is genuine, friendly, caring, kind, respectful to others. American-wise, direct, and has his opinion. But Chris is very respectful, very kind and caring and supports and cares about people. So they are nothing alike. Nothing. Novi, what he says online is that he's maxing out his credit. He maxed out his credit cards. Means he took out of all the money that, let's say, a credit card can do $10,000. He took all the money of his credit cards. He bought a new iPhone or on a payment plan. Then he left the country and he's not planning on paying anything back. Yeah, Chris is chill, yeah. And he's not paying anything back, and he's also openly proud of leaving the country with unpaid debt. Leaving America with unpaid debt. I don't know why you would do that, because America's arm is long and every 90 days he needs to do a visa run. No, Chris did not do that. No. Let me be very, very clear. This is nothing about Chris. This is about the other guy. No. This is nothing about Chris. This is about the other guy. In the beginning, I thought, because in the beginning this guy was also friendly, like, hey bro, how are you, bro? And when people joined the chat, hey, welcome babes and all. But then Chris is authentic. Yes, that's the word. Yeah. And Chris is amazing. In the beginning, when I watched this guy, he was also like very forward, very American, very open, like, hey bro, how are you? But slowly, he's always talking about taking the girls, finding girls, and drinking on stream. Yeah, he probably just has a passport, because he doesn't appear to me like a very traveled guy. He says he traveled a lot. He made a document, but I think it's just the first time he left America. because nothing in his profile shows otherwise. He did create a document that everybody can read about how to leave America. In the end, it's today also he said he doesn't have to work because TikTok is going wild for him, and his businesses are doing great. If you have businesses and you leave the country with credit card debt, it doesn't all add up. You know? Very young, I think so. Yeah, very young. Yeah, I think most people will have, especially the older people, realize it now. The younger people don't have the ability to follow it, so they think it's rough and tough. But yeah, if you really, the friend I was talking about, he was in Vietnam for more than a year, going in and out, and until he got banned. I would not be like that. But everybody is having right on their own stream, and he's doing extremely well, given the fact that he has 16,000 followers in 2 weeks. He's growing by the hundreds a day. Growing is one thing, especially in Da Nang. Growing your account in Da Nang is easy. We went from 3 to 15,000 in Da Nang, and then I had to leave Da Nang, so it stopped. But every time when I'm walking on the beach, there are 200-300 people joining, easy. Yeah, no, that's it. That's thank you for the awesome, Teresa. Yeah, so but apparently people like that mix because there's 16,000 people watching or joining, and maybe they click join. It will be interesting to see how this goes in a few weeks' time. I mean, if you are growing like this and you go live, you should have at least 2-3,000 followers, especially in the first weeks. If you join today, if I have 1,000, and I have the same. We had like 200-300 people joining on a day, and then the next couple of days there are 600-700 people watching. Well, we had 600 maximum, and that time I didn't even go full time live on the right times also. So if you are getting 500 or 1,000 new followers on a day, your next streams should be having 1,000 plus people. If not, you're losing your people. Melissa, yes, but people don't generally unfollow, they just swipe up. They don't take the effort to unfollow. Yeah, Gussie or not, because there is 170 million people using TikTok, and maybe a good number of them are against America, and they value his lifestyle and being fighting against America. That could also be the case, right? Now followers go also down when you're leaving people, but people just swipe up and then don't unfollow. A real good indication is the number of people watching. If that grows to above 1,000, 2,000, then you are having something to say. I have seen it before by myself. When you have 600 people, 300-400 people in the chat every day, people like it. But when I showed continuously the same beach, the same Dragon Bridge, the viewers dropped. I think most people, this sudden success, it brings some money, you know. And if you give a crap about other people about you, but you just keep doing it, being yourself, because clearly this can't be an acting. And it earns money, then yeah. If you get rewarded for being you, it is great. I'm rewarded for being me. On about our gift income per day is somewhere between the 10-15 euro a day, and that's the given my account. Being an a-hole to hire you, yeah. Why stop being an a-hole? Then, thank you. I never knew that this had a sound. Melissa, that's the problem. People believe lies. Okay. Oh no, Minx. In Vietnam, there's a general talking. He is often 6,000-7,000 people. Retired general, retired army person. He talks in Vietnamese about stories about the wars. 6,000-7,000 people, and TikTok cannot keep up on the number of gifts this guy is getting. Not just roses, big gifts, small gifts. People are just flooding his, whenever he's online, people are flooding his inbox with that. Taiwanese singers. There is one, I don't know what exactly that person for that person every day. There's a girl holding the top 3 people that give the most. She's holding a camera on number 4, 5, 6. The top 3 people, the names are showing on the display, on the gifters, and she's earning $2,500 per. And we are doing anywhere. Sometimes there are but between the and the 20, most of it is around 15 per day for full day work. Joni, hello, thank you. Loyai, thank you for the follow. So it is what it is. I am about it. So, yeah. Hello, Angie. But for us, like for these days, last couple of days, I'm very transparent on it. Last couple of days, all the gifts resulted into a anywhere between 14 and the 18 dollar. But that's actually enough to pay the hotel room, not our food and all. But I still have it's not much, but I still have the salary, the income. So that combined is good. And then somebody sends a PayPal. Somebody sent a ticky, so that those small things help to pay the bills, and for us that is enough. You know, we don't have a desire to become filthy rich by doing TikTok. It would be nice. I mean, if anybody wants to donate $1 million, go for it, right? Hey, Joni, thank you so much. I know you're doing this normally also, Joni, so I know you're not doing it because we're talking about it now. I do appreciate it a lot. But yeah, if you, like this guy, let me see if I can find, because there are websites where site, it's called Technique. Yeah, it's $30 already, 28. But he went to a lot of trouble to disconnect this app. I'm checking now how that works, because it could be interesting for the streamers also. I will read about it. I don't know if you can disconnect it, but I only see today's history for this guy. So what did you say, Melissa? You wish you could? Days, it is 9:30. I actually have to work today. I wanted to start already. So in the evening I will go walking, maybe around Dutch time 2, to find some food and eat somewhere. Maybe an hour or two walk in the neighborhood. 9:30, yeah. It's the weather seems to be holding up. The thing is, there's a lot of work pending for me. I don't necessarily have to do it today, but if I don't do it today, then I have to do it tomorrow, and tomorrow I already have a busy day. So that's the thing. Thank you, Melissa, for the rose, the drip. Amanda, looks like raining. It hears like raining, at least listens to it. Just windy. Let me. Pants will not dry. thank you for the coffee. I think I will, this is a good idea guys, I'm gonna make another coffee. Going right back guys. Please. Thank you. Oh, we're at 10% battery power.